This video review, we're going to take a look at OZ-06MS LEO. This is GU22 from Gundam Universe. We have the action figure out of packaging. This action figure comes with two pairs of hands, fists, and weapon or accessory holding hands, which are already on the figure. Before we discuss articulation points and the accessories or the weapons that are included with this Leo, let us first do a quick 360 view of the action figure, because this time it is a nicely articulated action figure from Gundam Universe. So when you take your figure out of packaging, some assembly is required. So the rear thrusters are the only part of the action figure that you need to attach out of packaging. So right now it is already attached to the action figure. So the first weapon that we have on hand is the 105mm rifle. So we have the radar guidance system. This is the front of the rifle. We have the drum and the handle or support handle when the Leo is firing the weapon. So very fine piece, nice solid material, and that is the details of this rifle. The Leo also comes with its own beam saber, but it only comes with a single beam saber. So I just got used to that the Leo comes with at least two beam sabers that is hidden on the shield. But this action figure does not come with a shield. So this is a floating accessory if you have the action figure holding on to the 105 rifle. Okay, so let's discuss the articulation points, which is actually really good for this action figure. It's really a surprise for a Gundam Universe action figure to have this kind of posability. Well, of course, unlike the Gundam units wherein we have a lot of bling on the action figure. So, for example, backpack units, huge wings, or really humongous side shoulders. This is a very simple looking action figure, but very iconic if you're a follower of the Gundam Wing animated series. So let's start with the head. So as for the head, we have really nice left and right motion and tilts. So as you could see, that is the amount of tilt that the head unit can do, and it isn't interfered because I think of the way this is designed. So moving this headpiece to your desire really is a pleasure. Okay, and the next thing that we're going to discover is articulation on the waistline. So we still have that much backwards, forwards, and that actually compared to the other Gundam action figures from the Gundam Universe The Machinations line, this is one of the action figures that has a better articulation point with regards to the waistline. So that's really a lot of articulation. So the arms, they're free to move 360 degrees. We have butterfly joints. This figure could go on T poses. We have articulation on the biceps, articulation, 2 points of articulation on the elbow. And since the handsets are on a ball, so we have rotation of the hand units. So moving towards the leg, because of how simplified the design is with the Leo, kicking forwards is possible. You need to just have to have a little bit of clearance because of the thickness of the thighs, and especially this area of the thigh wherein it really rubs against the front piece or the protector. So you just have to move it to the side and move it forward. So for sideways movement, double articulation points for the knee. It's supposed to be, this knee guard is supposed to be moving, but it's a fixed piece on the shin. So let's discover the articulation points on the foot. So we have hinge and a rocker, because this thing is, as you could see, is on a ball joint. So this is a really nicely articulating action figure. The only thing that it really lacks is a shield and additional beam sabers. One additional beam sabers that could attach to the shield. But that is not a problem. So if you have a classic He-Man action figure, so this is where this shield comes from. So take a look at this connection point. So that groove, that U-groove actually fits really well on the biceps. So attaching this shield to the Leo is really easy. So that to that, and it snaps on easy, and all you have to do is to color this shield green, or if you don't want to, it could stay as is, because actually it still provides a little bit of character to the action figure. So let's put in the beam saber on this action figure and put him on a fighting pose. So possibly just this way. So as you could see, the shield from a He-Man action figure really holds well with this unit. So let's put in the gun. So the thing that you only have to do is to configure that shield as to how this beam saber handle is supposed to be hidden or stored in this shield. So it has to possibly hide somewhere like that. So actually it could actually squeeze in between, but yeah, you could still do better with regards to the placement. So just an idea how to possibly store the beam saber hilt on the shield, but generally you still really have to do a custom work with regards to how it's going to attach. So it's supposed to attach possibly that way on the inner side of the shield, but this is already an option for an accessory that the Leo must have. So let's put this action figure with the 105 rifle. So we have the Leo holding on to the 105 rifle. So that is actually a proper shooting stance for the 105 rifle. It really looks good because of the amount of articulation that this action figure has. Compared to the other Gundam action figures, this figure really is good. So the only thing is, I wish that Gundam Universe would put out additional accessories for this action figure. Weapon sets, flight packs, bazooka, and the other weapon systems that is supposed to be for the Leo. But for the meantime, if you want a immediate fix, if your Leo is missing a shield, then here you go. So this is how it looks. proper shooting stance, and the shield actually, because it attaches well to the bicep, it rotates accordingly, and you could position it to provide the Leo with additional cover or protection. So just in case the Leo runs out of ammunition from the drum magazine, he still could fight other Gundam units using shield and saber. And take a look at how the He-Man shield attaches to the forearm of the action figure, and actually the action figure still could grip on this shield really well. Take a look at that. It's as if this shield is meant for this action figure. So just like a Spartan, shield up, thrusters or saber up, possibly like that. So really having fun with this action figure, unlike the other Gundam Universe Gundam units, wherein articulation is quite limited. With this Leo, you have a lot, and actually the side skirts also are movable on this action figure. So with the abdominal piece, this piece moves back and up and down to give way to articulation point. So this ends my review for this really fine action figure from Gundam Universe. So if you find this, don't really hesitate to spend or shell out your $24. So it's worth the purchase for this action figure. So to end this video review, let's pair the Leo with the Gundam Universe Tallgeese. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.